YouTuber charged with attempted murder by Moist Critical. It is very interesting. I've not heard of this. I don't know what's going on. I've heard of all kinds of things that YouTubers do, but apparently we now have a YouTuber that attempted deletion. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happened. I don't know. I have no idea.
A big YouTuber named Eric Conover, almost 3 million.
Eric? Who?
A big YouTuber named Eric Conover,
Eric Carnivan. Now I want to Google that. Very interesting though.
almost 3 million subscribers, is facing a multitude of serious
3 million! Woo! 3 million is... What did he even do? Like, to get to that point, what does bro threw away the dream?
charges, including attempted murder. That's not Weenie Hut Jr. That's pretty high-level crime. If crime was Call of Duty, that would be pretty close to hitting prestige level. And he's spoken recently, and he basically cut like a WWE promo, like, you got it all wrong, and if you ever question my mental competence, I will come snap you in half like a Kit Kat, I swear to God.
Snapped in half like a Kit Kat. Imagine getting gojoed by a YouTuber. Imagine that. I would have liked you to show that guy's face. Maybe we know him. Who knows? I've never heard of the name. I've never heard of the name, so I wouldn't know.
God, I'm paraphrasing a bit, but he did talk about how he would eviscerate anyone that questions his mental competence. It's really weird.
If you want to delete somebody, or if you tried to delete somebody, I am certainly questioning your mental state. Like what? 100% I would question that person's mental state. Chat, he's now officially coming after me.
Shit. He's claiming it's all a massive misunderstanding, but let's go ahead and set the stage here, the lore that you need to know. Eric is a very successful YouTuber whose content focuses on these luxury...
Ooh, he focuses on luxury buildings, apartments, things like that. Interesting. Huh. Interesting, very interesting. Well, we have the guy right here and here, I guess. This guy, I know him. I've seen this channel before. Interesting. I've never seen this guy before, not once, but very interesting.
Mansion tours. He goes and does all of these bougie real estate videos where he shows you these dreadfully overpriced locations. I can't believe I've never seen his channel. I wasn't familiar with him until this story because I have been so deep in that rabbit hole of consuming that content, of touring these ridiculously overpriced property that are just dog shit, where it's like a $55 million mansion tour. Yeah, this house comes with...
To be fair, houses, and any other buildings for that matter, are already way too overpriced to begin with. Like, you see, like, the house that I live in is in in somewhat a bad shape, right? But if you would sell that thing, you would probably get like alone for like the space, not just like the house. The house is dirt, but everything else, right? At least 500k. It is crazy. House prices have gone up.
Sci-fi amenities. You walk in and it has a new mother. It cloned your previous mother. It also has an automaton that'll whip up a charcuterie board anytime you ask it to. The shower's made out of plutonium, platinum, and other rare...
Now he's listing things. Yes. But to be honest, also those houses are not really for the average person, right? They're for, like, super rich people, like... No average person is getting a house like that because they simply can't buy it. Like,
rare earth minerals. The sink faucets are vibranium, and it also has this 15,000-year-old oak tree planted right in the middle to help with your chakras, that kind of garbage. He does those, that's like his bread and butter content, but I'd never seen him before. I didn't know about him until this story, which is surprising. But not nearly as surprising as the crimes that he is accused of committing. So what happened is, an officer visually estimated that he was driving at speeds of around 55 to 60 in a zone where that was excessively fast. So he began to pursue Conover and managed to get him stopped through various maneuvers. The officer exited his vehicle and moved around to the—
Wait, did he try to delete an officer? Uh-oh, that's not good. It's Eric Van Conover with a K. Okay. I saw him because of those buses where you live. Ah, yeah.
the rear of his cruiser, and Mr. Conover allegedly backed his vehicle, rapidly pointed it directly at the officer, and accelerated at him, striking him at a
He tried to run the... Whoa! Was he intoxicated or something? He for real tried to run over that officer. What? that is wild. That is wild. Okay. That is yeah, that 100% gives you the attempt for murder. That 100% gets you that. That is crazy.
reasonably high rate of speed, and it was alleged that the officer flew between 20 and 40 feet.
Yes, he did 100% try to delete that officer. Yeah, bro is straight up going to jail. There's no escape. This man is not the brightest bulb in the room. He's beyond stupid. He's not the brightest candle on the birthday cake.
He also said, "We're very fortunate that an amateur drone operator was in the air when he saw the interaction, was able to capture it on video." That video has not been released yet. I imagine it won't, because
how convenient. How convenient that there was somebody with a drone. That's interesting. That is very interesting. And like, that officer must be very happy that that dude was just randomly around with his drone.
it's going to be a crucial piece of evidence in this, I would imagine. But I would also guess there's body cam footage too. Now, there is footage of the chase that's been released. It's very short footage filmed by someone who was nearby on rollerblades.
Like, I know being, like, working with the police is obviously very, obviously is a risky job, right? But imagine you just go your normal day. You know, you have this, like, really pretty much, like, common situation where somebody's speeding, right? So you stop them. You check if everything's fine. You want to check if everything's fine. And then they decide to try to run you over. You could not even... Like, it's just a normal day, and then somebody tries to run you over. For no reason. Like, I've not seen any, like, there has not been any justifiable reason. If there even could be one. But I think this guy's facing up to 25 years in jail. Might be.
Blades and just happened to capture him fleeing from the police, as well as some footage of the vehicle once they got it stopped. Eric is claiming that he is not the same Eric Conover police want for the attempted murder on that officer. Eric Conover, the YouTuber, is from New York, not New Jersey, as authorities claim, stating, "This seems to be a massive misunderstanding. I'm exactly who I say I am. I'm a YouTuber." Now, we all know YouTubers are some of the most respected individuals on the planet. Their reputation is spotless, up there with, like, firefighters. So him...
True. A little excursion. Ever since, like, the YouTube became this big thing, right? And YouTubers do stupid shit that could land them in jail and immoral stuff. Stop eating. You have, like, fans defending them. I don't know. It is very weird where, like, people defend their favorite YouTuber to the point of self-destruction. I find it weird. I could never defend somebody to that point. I like people that I really like, but if they fuck up, it's over. Like, I will help cooking you. Basically, try to delete that guy 100%. You can also see this with like Elon Musk, Taylor Swift, stuff like that.
Saying that is a big deal. Also, he loves to mention how successful he is as a YouTuber. That's like a core part of his whole personality, even during all of this. He's also currently facing some DWI charges for an arrest that allegedly happened just days earlier, and then...
But what's the reason? What's the reason? It's very interesting that for now we have no reason whatsoever. We have no reason what's going on. Like, why is he doing this? So he was charged days before that already. Like, what is his goal?
When he went to court, as I mentioned at the beginning, he put on quite the performance. He tried to be like the fucking Joker or something there. This guy, he was looking for some kind of Oscar nomination for some really over-the-top villainous acting. He looked unhinged.
Everything right here, and it's all been falsified.
Eric Conover.
Well, there is his face. Now we know what he looks like. But regardless, nothing makes sense around here. Why is he doing this?
Had a lot to say before his arraignment this afternoon.
If anyone dares try to test my mental confidence, I will eviscerate every single person with.
Yes, I am 100% doubting that you are mentally well, my buddy. There is no chance in hell that you are mentally well. What are you gonna do? Yes, you are mentally ill. If you attempt to run somebody over for no reason, justifiable reason, then you are mentally ill.
With my intelligence right now. And
he's like Charles Xavier from Logan. His intelligence is so supreme he can blow us away with a single thought. This man is a transcendent being.
That's not being egotistical.
Police paperwork says the pursuit started after Conover was going 55 in a 35. After 8 miles, Conover stopped and an officer attempted to de-escalate the situation, but Conover allegedly drove at him and hit him in the leg and then sped off for another 28 miles.
Our Father who art in heaven.
The paperwork...
Bro started praying! Yeah, God is not getting you out of this situation. You are cooked. Bro started straight up praying. That's wild. He's trying to do the I'm insane to get a reduced sentence, but everyone knows he is crazy. Well, maybe he is. Well, he is, but he isn't mentally unwell to the point where he can't stand trial. Yep, that is true. That is true. He has some reasoning at least, but still, that is crazy. That bro started praying.
I had to venture a guess here. When he got pulled over, he was probably drinking. Didn't want another DUI, so he sped at the officer, hit the officer, and drove away. So, not exactly, you know, jaywalking charges or an ounce of weed.
Officer was thrown 40 feet, suffering a leg injury. Conover is facing several charges, including attempted murder.
Mom, thank God, look at me!
Today in court, Conover was outspoken.
What did bro say? Mom?
Feet, suffering a leg injury. Conover is facing several charges.
He's crying. Why are you crying? Oh no, it's the consequences of my own actions.
Including attempted murder.
Mom, thank God, look at me!
Mom. Bro is crying for his mama. That is crazy. That is wild.
Today in court, Conover was outspoken, claiming that he's a public figure because of his nearly 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and saying this was part of a, quote, police sting against him.
View the police reports in this matter, denies these allegations. He does not agree with the reports as that they are stated.
The defense asked...
I'm very curious what he denies there. If he hit the officer, physically hit the officer with his car, and drove away... That's kind of like a tough one to say that it's wrong. Like, no, that's fabricated. It's CGI. That wasn't me. It couldn't have been me. I'm 12 years old. I can't drive yet. Like, I don't even know what strategy he's trying to employ.
Begging and pleading? Like, I mean, look at his loser. Look at him. Oh no, I almost ran somebody over. Mom, help me. Mom and God, help me get out of this situation. You are not getting help, no matter how much you pray, buddy. The only help you get probably is a mental institution. What if he gets crazy every time you hear it? Bro was chucked. Get me out of jail from moving. Help me. Hi, Cocos. Truther. What do you mean, average cis male moment? I am also an average cis male. Technically. Also, I hate that term, I swear to God.
Nah, he ran into my car. Oh, wait, maybe. Yeah, actually. No, you see, he ran at me, and he threw himself off of my car 40 feet. And then the jump scare was a lot, so I panicked and I drove away.
Police say he was arrested Friday night for a separate drunk driving charge, which Conover denied.
Yeah, that's the full confirmation. He was drunk driving and expected not to get caught again. Wow. Bait or mental retardation. I don't know which one. Like, it is so stupid. Like, what did you expect was gonna happen? If you drunk drive. God, I hate drunk drivers. I hate them with a passion. You're not only getting yourself into danger, but others as well.
Nice.
I've been sober from alcohol for 1,558 days, so to press me on a DUI, I'm a public figure.
That didn't sound quite sober earlier, so I don't think you are. That means also bro had already had a problem with alcohol before that. Like a serious problem.
The judge did hold Conover
Good defense.
in preventative detention. He's due back.
Yeah, Eric Conover's facing right down the pipe of a lot of things here. It's a laundry list. He's got the DWI, the attempted murder charge, the first-degree assault against a police officer, as well as second-degree assault, reckless conduct with a deadly weapon, conduct after an accident, disobeying an officer, and reckless driving. Man's out here trying to get the platinum trophy for crimes. This is a lot, and it's all very serious.
Well, he's trying to 100% the crime list. You know? Any percent jail speed... Like 100% jail speed run?
And it seems like he's trying to claim all of the information is falsified, all of the evidence is hooey, it's a load of fucking dirty barnacles, they've got the wrong guy, it's a misunderstanding. He's a big successful YouTuber, it definitely wasn't him, this is truly just a big old mix-up.
It's also... I've also noticed that when people fuck up, like successful content creators, they always pull the card, I am a big successful content creator. You can't do nothing. Yes, you can. You think you're safe from the law?
Now, from what I saw, over the last, 10 or 11 days, he had been posting some very concerning stuff on Instagram, and his community was concerned for his mental state. Now, I don't mean to summon the wrath of Eric the Megamind himself right now. I know he said he'd eviscerate anyone that would do so.
No, he's not gonna pull up like Megamind. He's gonna pull up like Conquest. He's gonna appear like, stand down for my rival worm. He's gonna appear at your house floating mid-air. Damn, he's trying to rival Johnny. We got Johnny Somali at home. Johnny Somali.
I'm hoping he won't tear my flesh from my bones using nothing but his intelligence, but it is something his community was worried about with the things he was posting on Instagram, and the one that I keep seeing pop up is this picture. Yeah, the pharmaceutical industry tried to gaslight me that I needed medication too, when all you need is some discipline of your emotional state.
Well. Would you look at your emotional state, crying in court? You should have taken the pills, buddy. You should have taken the pills. A pill could have prevented that. In multiple ways, probably. Depends on what we mean. Do we mean before he was birthed? Like when he was made? before he was made, or right now, depends.
That didn't age super well. I don't think the emotional state was controlled optimally. Now, his community was saying that what he was holding was olanzapine, which is apparently used to treat either bipolar disorder or symptoms of schizophrenia. And people are saying that him being off of this medication is most likely the cause for the concerning posts and the spiral that he seems to have been in on Instagram. And while, of course, I'm no expert here, I would say that it does probably play a role in everything that has happened recently with him, as well as his behavior in the court at the hearing there. That kind of stuff is always pretty sad to me, where someone has medication for a very serious thing like that, and then they decide to stop, and then things just fucking spiral out of control for them. But anyway.
Yeah, but then again, that doesn't protect you from, like, mental illness is is most of the time not an excuse to attempt to delete somebody. So I don't feel much sympathy. What is never too late to get an abortion, even if it's 300 months in. Nah, we're not doing abortions late term. We're doing the time traveling morning after pill, if anything.
Very wild story here that I just wanted to talk about briefly. That's really about it.
That's pretty much the end of the video. That was interesting to see. I don't know why. I'm questioning why so many YouTubers go the jail route. Depending on, like, it's not even like, it doesn't even matter what they do. Why are so many YouTubers going the jail route? What is going on? It has been crazy recently. Especially a big YouTuber like that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Jail you go. Straight up.